Machine, Platform, Crowd by Andrew McAfee and Erik Brynjolfsson. Before we begin, this is not a traditional book summary. Most people read books the way they scroll social media, quickly, passively, and without changing how they actually live or work. But this series is different. These are actionable book summaries for execution, designed for people who want to think like builders, leaders, and creators. Each lesson extracts the core principles from powerful books and translates them into something practical you can apply immediately. Because knowledge alone is not power. Applied knowledge is. So if you're ready to move from passive reading to active execution, let's begin. Imagine two taxi drivers. The first driver works hard. He wakes up at 4 a.m., drives all day, and waits in long lines at taxi stands hoping for passengers. His income depends on the number of hours he can physically work. The second driver also works hard, but instead of waiting at taxi stands, he logs into an app. Passengers find him instantly. Payments are automatic. Routes are optimized. Ratings improve his reputation. And within a few years, the entire taxi industry begins to change. Not because drivers changed, but because the system changed. The new system is powered by machines, platforms, and crowds. And the companies that understand these forces are reshaping the entire economy. So the real question is not, will technology change the future? The real question is, do you understand the rules of the new game? Here is the big idea. In the book Machine, Platform, Crowd, Andrew McAfee and Erik Brynjolfsson argue that we are living through what they call a triple revolution. Three forces are reshaping how work, business, and value creation happen. Machines, platforms, and crowds. Machines are becoming capable of performing tasks that once required human intelligence. Platforms are replacing traditional business structures by connecting producers and consumers directly. And crowds, groups of people connected through the internet, are solving problems faster than centralized organizations. Together, these three forces are transforming how ideas spread, how companies grow, and how value is created in the modern economy. The companies that thrive today are not simply working harder. They are designing systems that leverage machines, platforms, and crowds simultaneously. And understanding this shift is no longer optional. It is essential. Quick reminder, don't just listen to this like a lecture. Ask yourself a better question. Where in my work or business could machines, platforms, or crowds create more value? Hold that thought as we continue. Core principle 1. Machines should augment human thinking. When machines outperform humans in analysis and pattern recognition, the smartest strategy is collaboration, not competition. Modern artificial intelligence can analyze enormous data sets, detect patterns, and generate predictions faster than humans. This is because machine learning systems improve as they process more information. Machines are becoming incredibly effective at tasks like medical diagnostics, fraud detection, logistics optimization, language translation. In many cases, machines now outperform humans in pattern recognition and predictive analysis. But machines still struggle with judgment, creativity, and ethical reasoning, which means the future does not belong to humans or machines alone. It belongs to human-machine teams. In chess, something fascinating happened after computers became stronger than human players. At first, people assumed computers would replace humans, but a new format emerged called centaur chess, where a human and a computer work together. The surprising result: human-computer teams often beat both humans and computers playing alone, because the machine provides calculation, and the human provides strategy. Within the next 7 days, identify one task you perform repeatedly: research, data analysis, content editing, scheduling. Then ask, how could a machine help me do this faster or better? Experiment with at least one AI tool to augment your thinking. Core principle 2. Platforms create value by connecting people. In the digital economy, the most powerful businesses don't produce value themselves. They enable others to create it. Traditional companies operate like pipelines, They create products and push them toward customers. Platforms operate differently. They create ecosystems where users interact with each other. Think about companies like Uber, Airbnb, Amazon, YouTube. These platforms do not own the majority of the products or services on their systems. Instead, they connect buyers and sellers, drivers and passengers, creators and audiences. As more people join, the platform becomes more valuable. This phenomenon is called network effects. The more participants a platform has, the more powerful it becomes. Consider Wikipedia. No single company writes all the articles. Instead, millions of people contribute knowledge. Editors refine it. Readers validate it. The platform simply provides the structure, and the crowd builds the value. Ask yourself one question. What could become a platform in my work instead of a product? For example, a community instead of a course, a marketplace instead of a store, a learning network instead of a classroom. Write down one idea where you connect people instead of doing everything yourself. Core Principle 3. Crowds often solve problems better than experts alone. Large, diverse groups can generate better solutions than small groups of experts. When many people contribute ideas, perspectives, and feedback, innovation accelerates. Crowdsourcing allows organizations to tap into talent from anywhere in the world. Platforms like Innocentive invite scientists globally to solve complex problems. Open-source software projects like Linux rely on thousands of contributors improving code collaboratively. And platforms like Kickstarter allow the crowd to fund innovative ideas. The collective intelligence of large groups can outperform centralized teams when properly organized. In astronomy, scientists faced a huge challenge. They had millions of images of galaxies, but not enough researchers to classify them. So they launched a project called Galaxy Zoo. Volunteers from around the world helped categorize the galaxies. The result? The crowd processed the data faster than professional astronomers alone ever could. Action translation. Within the next week, invite the crowd into your work. Ask for feedback. Launch a poll. Invite collaboration. Even a simple question like, "What would you improve about this idea?" can unlock insights you would never discover alone. The framework. The triple revolution decision flow. Let's simplify everything we've discussed so far into a decision framework, because understanding machines, platforms, and crowds is not just about knowledge. It's about how you make decisions. Whenever you face a task, a project, or a business problem, there are 3 questions you should ask, and the order matters. So imagine a simple mental flow. Start with the first question: machine or human? In the past, almost every task required human effort. But today, machines can analyze enormous amounts of data, detect patterns, and automate repetitive work. So the first decision is simple. Ask yourself, is this something a machine can do faster, cheaper, or more accurately? If the answer is yes, let the machine do it. If the task requires judgment, empathy, creativity, or strategic thinking, then it remains a human responsibility. Once you answer that question, move to the second. Platform or pipeline. Traditional organizations operate like pipelines. They create products internally and push them toward customers. But platforms operate differently. They connect people. They allow others to create value inside the system. So ask yourself, should we build this entirely by ourselves? Or should we design a system where other people can contribute, interact, and create value together? The difference between these two choices is massive. A pipeline grows linearly. A platform grows exponentially. And then comes the third question: core or crowd. Some problems must be solved inside the organization. They involve sensitive knowledge, strategic advantage, or specialized expertise. But many challenges benefit from outside perspectives. When diverse people contribute ideas, insights, and feedback, innovation accelerates. So the final question becomes, is this problem best solved by our internal team, or could the crowd help us discover better solutions? When organizations learn to move through these 3 questions, machine or human, platform or pipeline, core or crowd. They begin to unlock something powerful, leverage, because instead of relying only on their internal resources, they start tapping into the scale of technology, the power of networks, and the intelligence of global collaboration. And in the digital age, that kind of leverage is what separates ordinary organizations from extraordinary ones. Common misunderstandings of this book. Misunderstanding 1. Machines will replace humans. The authors argue something different. Machines will replace specific tasks, not the entire value humans provide. The future belongs to people who know how to work with machines. Misunderstanding 2. Platforms only work for tech companies. Not true. Schools, communities, and small businesses can all design platform-like systems. Even a learning group or knowledge community can function as a platform. Misunderstanding 3. The crowd produces chaos. Without structure, yes, but when guided by clear systems and incentives, crowds can produce extraordinary results. Wikipedia and open-source software prove this. The world of work is changing, not slowly, but structurally. Machines are becoming smarter. Platforms are replacing traditional organizations, and crowds are solving problems collectively. The winners in this new economy will not be those who work the hardest. They will be those who design the smartest systems. Systems that combine machines, platforms, and crowds to create value at scale. So here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, stop thinking only as an employee or worker. Start thinking like a system designer, because the future does not belong to the busiest people. It belongs to the people who understand how value flows. If this lesson helped you see the future more clearly, subscribe to Top 1%, because here we don't just read books, we extract their deepest ideas and turn them into tools for thinking, leadership, and action. If you want to become part of the top 1% of learners, people who execute what they learn, then stay with us. The next idea might change how you build your life and your work. Join now in our 7 days execution challenge. First, identify one task that AI or automation could assist with. Second, identify one idea where you could connect people instead of doing everything yourself. Then, ask your audience, colleagues, or community for feedback on one idea. Finally, write a short plan for how machines, platforms, or crowds could improve your work. Take time to reflect and share your insights in these questions. 1. In your current work, where are you still operating in a pipeline mindset instead of a platform mindset? 2. What skill must you develop to thrive in a world where machines handle routine work? Explain the idea of machine, platform, crowd to someone else in under 3 minutes using your own example. If they understand it, you truly understand it.